Hey, happy painting peeps. Guess what? This is the last part of my happy painting turtle painting, paint along. That's just too long. It's a happy turtle painting. What I'm going to show you, you can see I've done these turtles now. And I didn't go into all the details, but you can see you start out with the tan, you keep adding, and then you add all of these funky fresh. They have like this weird, see how it kind of comes out. And then I have more fish down here. But what I'm going to put in here now are my jellyfish, and I wanted to show you how to make jellyfish. They're super, super easy. I think you could be half asleep and paint jellyfish. So just FYI, if you're super not, you're so insecure, you think I can't paint jellyfish. Really, deep breath. I'll show you. So here's my paint, my happy palette. That's kind of gross again. We have a yellow, a white, and a kind of a lime green. Then there's this red, that's phthalo blue. And then there's purple. You can make purple, but in the order saving time a lot, I buy paint that's already the color I want. And then I can just almost never use paint just the way it is out of the tube. I just feel like, no, I can't do that. So I usually add stuff to it, but sometimes you can. White now you can just go if you super highlight. So we're going to go and make a purple kind of jellyfish. So we're going to take my liner brush. Okay. And we're going to use plenty of water with this so that this is very fluid. And then add some white. Now you notice I add the white to the color, not the other way around. Because if you add the color to your white will end up like mud at no time. And I'm going to throw a little of this red in there. So it's going to be fabulous. Now, jellyfish are kind of clear in reality. Some of them are, cabbage heads that they like to eat are kind of milky white color. But they also kind of reflect the light around them and pick up light that's in the water and that kind of thing. I'm going to take some blue too. What the hey, just jack it all up. And now it's going to be kind of a purpley color. Lavender. It's kind of lavender. So we're going to take that and we're going to put them up here. Once again, my filming skills are not the best. You just make kind of like a little C, okay? And then take your brush, and this is why you want this to be rather liquidy, but not drippy. And you very lightly just kind of do the squiggly thing here. Squiggle, squiggle. These are his little tentacles that are kind of coming out, and cabbage heads don't have really big ones. They have a lot more in the middle. Next time you see one washed up on the beach, don't pick it up. Okay, you don't need to. Just walk up to it, look at it. Take pictures. People go, "What are you doing?" Who cares what people think? Rule number 1: never care about what people think. Then you're going to take some purple and kind of put it at the top, like a little star kind of thing. And you can take some straight red and add it to it. Ew! Oh my God, she's ruined it. Yeah, well, you just kind of do this number and then do like little dots around it. See? This is really not easy to do, but anyway, the filming, because I'm left-handed, right? So now it's a jellyfish because the clear's there. Now, what I'm going to do with this thing after I got all these little happy jellyfish on here, I'm going to take some white. Just so you know what I'm doing, here's my paint. I got the white mixed in with this lavender again. And I'm going to throw some on here like this. The light, once again, is at the top. And we're going to kind of do this number. So you don't have to outline the whole thing. You're just kind of doing around the edges. Like that. Boom, boom. You can make noises too, because that makes it better. Right around the light. Think about where the light's hitting this little guy. He's mindlessly floating around looking for some zooplankton to grab and eat, or maybe a tiny fish or whatever. Don't argue with a jellyfish. It's like work. You don't want to do that. Anyway, there. Boom. It's a jellyfish, see? Easy. Blobs of paint. Jellyfish. Boom. Then when I'm done with all of these little critters I'm going to add, I'm going to put jellies up here. I'm going to throw some more fishies down here. Then I'm going to take my big brush and I'm going to just lightly go over the whole thing with the turtles and with like a blue wash kind of thing. I'll show you when I do that, which kind of, right now it looks like the turtle is jumping off the canvas because there's so much detail with him and his colors are so intense. You see, this one is duller because he's in the farther away. Remember, we talked about that. Like the dull people, he's way back there. So this one, on the other hand, he's like, hey, I'm right here, almost like popping off the canvas. Now, you may want that. You may want him to look like he's here, but then it looks weird because this is farther away. This is like, okay, it's a little, So if you do like a light little blue wash with your big brush over it, you'll kind of dull him down a bit. So it's like he looks more like he's swimming in the water rather than floating on top of it. It's something you can do with any painting once you look at it and you're like, I don't really like that. I want to fix it. It's pretty much anything is fixable with acrylic painting or any kind of painting. So it's like I say, if you come to one of my painting classes, don't freak out. If you think you've ruined something, I can walk over there and look at it and almost always, show you how to fix it or at least repair it so that it's not so scary. Okay, it's not that big of a deal. All right, stay tuned.